Welcome back. So we just have one last photo spot to find, and then we're good here. And no more beach ever. Question is where? So it could be anywhere now at this point. See, isn't this a bigger drop, for instance? Or comparable, at least? I don't know what the deal is with that sword in the stone. I can think of a couple other like hidden places where you might find photo ops. You, I believe I've already spoken to. Are there any jet skis around here? Direct contact with the tree. So I feel like it could be worth looking at some islands over here. For instance. Yeah, by the cove. Over in Rocky Ridge. Because there are lots of little places that you could find a person here. This is one place I would think to look. And another place would be the hidden area off in the northwest tip. The one place that Pirate Randy went to with Jack and Chibi back in the day. I think the Soul too. It would be kind of nice actually if you could like deliberately choose your entourage instead of having to find people out in the field. If you could just say, hey, I want to invite along this person. As I do actually recognize people by name at this point. Soul's always wearing something stupid in particular. And maybe there's not much over here. So weird to me there'd be so much stuff here that isn't actually used for anything land-wise. That was a pretty quick trick for being the ultimate trick. But so the funny thing is, at this point I'm basically saying I'm going to go to the other end of the resort right now. But you can move pretty quickly in this place. You're moving in more effectively if you have a working nunchuck. There we go. So I'll head past Eternal. I don't know if I can shut through on the outside of Eternal, or I can cut through the inside. We'll find out. But I think it would be a nice place for a photo. Also, I could also go inside the cave itself. I haven't done that, have I? The one that I once swam through without a bike or anything. I think it was a tunnel I just passed out, but whatever. Go out of the way. I'm better than you. Jeez. Those are a little awkward. This person's absolutely skipping a lot of these. Yeah, you don't get to go through every other flag, dude. Beautiful. Alright, but what I was going to do... Does it actually matter what direction you go in? It does. Now then. It's just around the corner here. One little secret bit. That would be one really good place to get a photo, I think. Another could be inside of the cave with the shipwreck, with Granny's ship. I think it was Granny's ship. Yeah. So that's the cave with Granny's ship. Chibi's cave is the secret cave we went through. Easy to forget these things after a little while. Any photo spots over here? Ghost treasure? Ghost treasure. Alright, so in that case we could go in the cave. Because Ryan's ship would actually be a pretty nice landmark to get a photo next to, I think. So it would make some amount of sense. That would be pretty... Well, I mentioned jump. That would be pretty impressive to get from one to the other, though. Did not quite work. That wasn't really a straight line from one to the other, unfortunately. Oh, good jump, Granny. Whew. That's what a broken nunchuck will do to you. Alright, so into the cave this time. Amazing. I tried to dive under after doing it. Spin, but that did not work. Oh, it's too shallow here, I guess. Just gonna try to jump over the bridge. I feel pretty confident I have the right idea here going through this cave. Although, they tend not to give you photo spots and treasure chests right next to each other. And there was a treasure chest in here, wasn't there? I think. Are we getting something here? Okay, so there's the ship. That is Granny's ship, but there's no way to take a picture of Granny's ship. That is unfortunate. Man, that's a fast turn! Unreal usually it doesn't... Fast turn turns friggin' fast in this game on the... on the water bike. That is... I don't ever get that fast. Jeez. Nothing else lets you turn that fast. Anyways. Unfortunately, that's one fewer place you can get a photo. I feel like that was a pretty good bet. This way, I don't actually have any places in mind. Where have we not really been? Lost memories. Interesting thing to call a minigame. But I feel like we've been basically ever on Eternal. I think we've been everywhere around Mary Bay, haven't we? There could be more that I'm missing over at Rocky Ridge. If I just haven't looked hard enough. But there's not that much to see in Rocky Ridge either. So in that sense, I wouldn't be that surprised if there wasn't actually... I tried to jump at one point, but I happened to bounce immediately before then. I wouldn't be too surprised if... there wasn't anything over here. I already looked through here once. I just thought it was weird how little stuff there is here, but... in some places you could swear you could actually, like, climb around and whatnot, too. Well, if there wasn't an invisible wall. You okay, Granny? Not expect to bounce on something just then. Or then. Yeah, little things like this too. My god, you turn fast. What is the point of that? I see so many little things where I think that, like, why is that there? Nothing, you don't seem to ever get to do anything with it. So many things I think that about in the cove. If there's anything here in the cove, it's really hidden. What's the other place I had in mind? I don't remember, actually. I could try to make sure I'm actually covering the whole thing. Yeah, where's the far extreme of the cove? Because it goes pretty far, actually. Yeah, over here I guess, but there's not really anything over here. Yeah, and there's little stuff like this. That's not going to do anything for finding photos. Where else could I look? I would still guess it's probably... I'm still not sure about Wild Hills. Oh, there's kind of that weird section between Wild Hills and the Cove as well. Like the place where I found the cliff. I guess I also haven't explored much. What episode are we on? 1 second. What episode are we on right now? Ah, we're out of time too. Darn it. This is the last episode for this thing. I wanted to find this last photo. Is she? She hasn't gotten the star for that yet. There are a few places you can go, just kind of climbing around here. So much up into Wild Hills, others not so much. This one goes straight into Wild Hills. Granny was always popular. The annoying part is after you've actually been where you think is everywhere, and you don't know where else to look anymore. Because now it goes from a game of elimination and going wherever I haven't checked yet, to having to actually recomb the entire resort. I guess I'll have to call it here though, which is unfortunate because I wanted to have all this done this episode. I guess I'll just leave us in a very almost done state. So in that case, I'll head on back to the resort. And we'll just have to figure this out next time. I was very almost done. It's not really the way to go, is it? I have to take the long way around, jeez. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anything here on Eternal. Good trick. I don't think there's anything weird like... I don't think you can go on top of this section here. That's next to me right now. If we can, I don't think there's anything on there. Maybe I've been around here. At this point, I'm just keeping an eye out as I head on back. I'll have to think of ideas for where to go next. As I've covered all what seemed obvious to me. Which granted was most of the resort. And I've hit all the major areas, certainly. Can't think of any small areas off the top of my head that seem like nice places for photos I haven't already been to. So I guess I'll have to think on it, or just blindly wander a little bit more, or something like that, I'm not sure. Or take a plane tour. And see if I can find anyone that way. That is useful sometimes. You told me that last time I was at the same balloon. Ah! No. No volleyball. Alright. That as is tradition. Haven't been at this Yggdrasil in a while. That's just an arrow for a... That's just an arrow for a vehicle, isn't it? Not even. This would also be a nice place for a photo. Kinda just disappointed there's nothing here, actually. To actually do. Because this is a nice little spot. And there are nice things here at the beach resort that you just don't get to do anything with, really. Which disappoints me a little bit. Including a lot of the stuff around the Yggdrasil and whatnot. This very area, basically. There's lots of cool stuff here that seems not to have any even photo spots or anything else to do. As pretty as they look. Up here too. And I like this a lot. See? I should have gotten a thumbs up for jumping off of the high dive instead. That would have made more sense. It'd been kind of cool. Oh well. I'll figure it out somehow. Alright, for real this time. I'll see you guys next time. The next episode, let's play Go Vacation. We actually are pretty darn close to finishing things now. Go over here, Chibi. Maybe not. Bye, everyone.